Hey, what is going on? My name is Jacksepticeye, and in this video I am going to bring you some anti-air or AA tactics. A lot of times when I play Battlefield 3, especially on the larger conquest maps with a lot of air targets, you have people getting into the anti-air tanks and they just have no idea how to take down air targets effectively. They might take down one or two and then people find out where they are and just take them down straight away, and they just hog the AA all round, and people are complaining about them in the chat and just giving out in general because they're not taking down air targets properly. So I'm going to show you some tips and some tactics on how to maximize your anti-air gameplay and make sure that you take out as many air targets as possible and keep the enemy team busy. There are a few key points that I want to focus on and really show you to make sure that you're fully equipped and ready to take down some air targets. The first one is to know what your enemy has in their jet or their helicopter. If they are running flares or extinguishers or they have ECM equipped, there is a different way to handle each of those, and they all require different tactics. Here you will see me get ready to take down a chopper. They are much easier to take down than jets. You can hit them with the AA gun from further away because they travel really slow and they're bigger targets. They don't turn sideways and go flat, so you can't miss them. You see he tries to hit me with a TV missile here and I dodge it by literally a few inches, but it's enough, and I've scared him off, and he has to turn around and go back and reassess what he's going to do, how he's going to handle with the AA, and it takes him off my team for a few seconds. When I turn around I can see that he's still over here, so I try and hit him with the AA gun. I thought I actually killed him here, but it turns out I just ran over some guy who was behind me and was unlucky. But I keep shooting at him and eventually I get the disable, and he's too busy trying to deal with the other chopper, so he gets taken out quite easily. Up next you're going to see something that I do quite often. I start with the AA missiles, I let off one, and because he's so close I switch straight to the AA gun and try to do some damage. I tried to take out his friend with AA missiles, I let off one, and because he didn't flare so quickly I thought he didn't have flares, so I let off my second missile. And this is my mistake because it enabled him to block both of my missiles, and then he turned around and got away on time. And this is something you got to be aware of all the time with jets. You can see what I mean about helicopters. They're big, fat, slow targets, and it really lets you get a lot of hits on them fast with the AA gun. While I didn't actually get the kill or the disable, it scared him off behind the mountain. Heading back towards A, I can see someone has spotted a chopper, so I stop and I get ready to nail him with the AA gun. I don't start hitting him when he's behind a building because it will overheat your gun and waste time, and eventually it pays off and I get the kill. Next I will do the same tactic as before. A jet is coming in and I have AA missiles ready. I fire one, and as he's too close I just switch straight to the AA gun so I can get some hits on him fast and do some damage. This guy actually circled back around to try and kill me, and he flies straight at me, and please, that's just never gonna work. When I turn I see his friend, I lock on and I fire both missiles straight away because he's so close and he has no time to react, so both of them hit him. One thing to take away from this part is to see that ECM jammers do not block missiles once they are launched. They only stop lock-ons, and I think they actually take you off radar, but once your missile is launched the ECM will do nothing to them and it will always hit. And as you can see, I actually ended up disabling him. This next guy comes flying past, and while I try to hit him with the AA gun I realize he's close enough for missiles, so I lock on. I fire one, he doesn't flare, so I chance it and I fire a second one and it actually gets him. If you see a helicopter close by, always use AA missiles. Lock on, fire one missile, wait for them to flare, keep the lock on, and then fire the second one. After you fire the second one, switch straight to AA guns and do a lot of damage really fast. And this is the key tactic I want people to take away from this video. You can see me do it here again in this clip. I turn, there's a chopper in the distance, so I switch to AA missiles. I lock on, I fire one missile and he's going to flare. Then I wait to fire the second missile. When I fire, straight to AA guns. This allows me to do a lot of damage really fast, and it really scares him. And he just gets terrified and leaves the battle and leaves all my guys alone and takes him out of the fight just for that few extra minutes. Another key factor I want to get across in AA is relocation. When you're in the anti-air gun, you cannot stay in the same place because jets will find out where you kill them from and they will hunt you down the next time they spawn. So when you relocate, it allows you to get the jump on them all the time and always surprise them and get kills. There's another chopper in the distance here that I really didn't think I was going to get, so I started hitting this little sniper. But I see that the chopper is actually turning to see where he's being shot from, and he sees me and comes towards me. I start hitting him with the AA gun. When he comes in, lock on with missiles, same tactic again, flare, wait, rocket again, hit him, and then straight to AA gun, and that allowed me to really demolish him straight away before he could do any more damage to me. Always know when and when not to fire. I can see a chopper here in the distance, I spot him. I only fire on him when he's in the open or when I think I can hit him. If I keep my AA gun held down all the time, it will overheat and I will miss those crucial shots when I can actually hit him. So there's no point wasting bullets on something you can't hit. Next point is, if you are going to be using the AA, always play as an engineer. As you can see here, I really got hurt there from whatever hit me. So I hop out. Because I'm an engineer, I can use my repair tool and get my AA back up and running. Because I backed off, that whatever hit me can't hit me again. So it allows me to really bring my AA back to full health and use it again without dying and having to respawn. If I was any other class at this point, there is really nothing I can do to help my AA get back to full health. Again, we are using that tactic with the missiles and dodging their flares. I can't stress just how effective this actually is and how well it takes down air targets. Not only will it take down targets, but it also scares a lot of them away and they always go back to repair. And sometimes that's just as important as killing people. It's not all about getting the points or being the best, it's about helping your team out. And really, when you scare off a chopper or a jet, it gives your team a few extra minutes of breathing space so they can rush in and take all of those flags. Again here, no point wasting time waiting for that second missile. He comes too close, so I just switch straight to AA guns and pound on him. And because I fired that first missile, it scared him into turning and straight into my AA's line of fire. This is something a lot of people might not do or think of. This jet comes around here and the pilot bails out. I still take down the jet because not only will it give me a lot of points, but it also takes the jet out of the air. This is important because when there's a dummy jet flying around with no one in it, people tend to go for it still thinking that they're going to get kills. So this stops them wasting their time. This is when knowing what your enemy has comes into play. I can see this guy circling and he lets off his ECM jammer, so straight to AA missiles. I see him come down and I lock on and fire both missiles because I know when he has ECM equipped that he can't have flares equipped, so it lets me hit him with both missiles. I got killed by a tank, and when I was spawning back in to get to the AA again, I can see a guy pop out of a jet and come down into our base. I'm going to hit him with the AA anyway, but I hear him rev up the chopper, so I turn and just wail on him with the AA guns. Take out the chopper, and not letting him go, I make sure that he is down. A little bonus clip here this time. I come over to E-base to try and take the flag. looking around to see if there's anything to hit, and a jet actually gets a few shots into me. While I'm still okay, I try to aim for the jet and take him out, but the little guy beside me comes in with his repair torch to try and kill me. I come around the side to try and get him, come in and out and in and out. He's also doing the same thing. He hits me again with the repair torch. I get out to try and shoot him. I see he's actually gotten back into the AA, so I fire a small rocket at him and just take him out. And that's basically it for this video. I hope this has helped someone and people have took away some really important parts of this, especially that technique on how to avoid an aircraft's flares with the missiles, and when to change between missiles and your AA gun so you can maximize your damage. Also, relocate all the time so people don't know where you are. And lastly, play as an engineer so when you get hit you can repair or take down someone who has taken your AA. Thanks for watching, guys, and please stay tuned for more Battlefield 3 videos.